Justin Trudeau's Liberal Party.
There's no shortage of international interest in this Prime Minister. Just today, the New York Times called him the antidote to cynicism. Much of the interest looks superficial, like the paper doll with a strategically placed maple leaf. But Justin Trudeau has promised substance to both Canada and the world, what he calls a return to a compassionate, constructive voice.
On behalf of 35 million Canadians, we're back.
Tomorrow, the first test of that promise begins as the man who has been Prime Minister for just over a week takes off. First to Turkey for the G20, where leaders of the world's biggest economies will meet. He has confirmed meetings with the leaders of Mexico, Italy, and that economic powerhouse, China. Then to the Philippines for APEC, a meeting of leaders from Asian and Pacific nations. It's here where he'll have the meeting everyone will be watching, a formal face-to-face with U.S. President Barack Obama. Both men have things the other wants. For Trudeau, it's ways to improve the economic relationship with the U.S. For Obama, it might be finding out what else Canada can do to help fight ISIS once Trudeau withdraws Canada's fighter jets. And for all the countries in the G20 in Turkey, the refugee crisis will be top of mind. Trudeau says Canada's pledge to bring in 25,000 Syrians should be an example to other countries.
Leadership on the world stage showing that this can be done and should be done.
It's a huge, immense learning curve.
This former diplomat says Trudeau will be a subject of international curiosity, but having true clout takes time.
You develop credibility, you develop standing over time. So it's not the first 100 days, it's the first 1,000 days.
And the work may only get harder after this trip. Just a few days later, Trudeau will leave Canada again to go to Buckingham Palace and meet with the Queen, then to a Commonwealth meeting in Malta, and what might be his biggest test, a UN climate change conference in Paris. There he is going to face the pressure of complex negotiations and expectations to tackle climate change targets.